sing about the moon and the June and the spring. I love to sing about the skies of blue, or a T for two, anything with a swing or an I love you. I love to sing. I was born a singing fool. La-di-da, nobody's gonna stop me. Went to Yale with boola boola. La-di-da, all the microphones got me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Linda Rodolitz.
It's bad bitch o'clock, yeah, it's thick 30. I've been through a lot and I'm still flirty. Is everybody back in the building? It's been a minute, tell me how you're healing. Cause I'm about to get into my feelings. How you feeling? Do you feel okay? Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm much too fine to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay, alright. It's about that time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay. Alright. It's about that time. In a minute, I'm in need of sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciagas, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fig way too much. I'm gonna need like 2 shots in my cup. One to get up, one to get down. That's how I feel right now. Oh, I've been so down and under pressure. I'm much too fine to be this stressed, yeah. Oh, I'm not the girl I was or used to be. Bitch, I'm so much better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay, alright. It's about that time. Turn up the music, let's celebrate. I got a feeling I'm gonna be okay. Alright. It's about that time. You know what time it is. It's bad bitch o'clock. I love to sing on. I love to sing on. Okay, alright. It's about damn time. Let me run in front of trucks. Smash the mirror on my wall. Let me puff away and choke. Try a little coke and have myself a ball. After all, I'm too old to die young. Let me cross against the light. Let me drink till I am drunk. Let me be a little hip. Take a little trip. Try a little junk. After all, I'm too old to die young. Let me pick up strangers in the street. Sleep with everyone I meet. Drinking dives along the docks. In the parks. Let me stay a trifle stoned. Who's to know and who's to care? Let me find another thrill. Pop another pill. And breathe polluted air. Do I care if I'm minus alone? eyes, they might be right. Let my face begin to fall, let it wrinkle like a prune. Will I care my liver's gone while I'm lying on the floor of a saloon? Let me sail, let me sink, lock me up in the clink, drop the bomb on my head. Not a tear will I shed, not a moan, not a sigh, as I kiss my ass and sigh. What the hell? I'm too old to die young. Thank you. Well, there, I've said it. I'm old. No need shilly-shallying around the word. I'm old, and I'm proud of it. You know, they say the reason for the large increase of middle-aged women having heart attacks is due to the large number of women over 70 who still consider themselves middle-aged. So, good evening, welcome, thank you all for coming. Welcome to Linda Rodolitz Makes Art. Now, I'm sure that most of you have seen the beautiful card that was designed for this show, but I just wanted to let you know that no, we will not be discussing the Mona Lisa or the girl with the pearl earring. We plan to make art in front of your very eyes, the art of cabaret.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, I tried to find music that was timely and relevant, but it's hard to find snappy tunes about fracking or economic inequality or the constant erosion of women's rights and voting rights and gay rights and human rights that we're living through, not to mention the horrors of war around the world. You know, when I'm not involved with this kind of merriment, I spend a lot of my time working on social justice issues. Back in the 70s, I was always going to marches and demonstrations, but there's a lot of things I did in the 70s that I don't do anymore. These days, it's mostly Zoom, phone calls, and writing postcards. But what can we do to make the world a better place? Well, we all do what we can for the cause. Back in my younger days, when things were going wrong, I might sulk, I might pause. Now I know if I just pitch in and do what's right, things will always work out. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could light a little fire, we all would be a little closer to our heart's desire. Lord knows we've seen enough troubles already. We've had our share of gray skies. So put down the vinegar and pick up the honey jar. You'll catch many more flies. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could think before we strike, we all would be a little closer to the world we like. I know the parables taught in the holy book are kept close on the shelf. God's wisdom teaches me when I help others, I only helping myself. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could light the I've always had a kind of visceral reaction to Latin dancing. When I was little, up until around 6th grade, my family would go to Miami Beach for the Christmas vacation. Back then, chic, hip South Beach was mostly a winter refuge for New York Jews. And when we went there, my parents always took dancing lessons with that exotic Latin dance couple, Pedro and Olga. Although I'm pretty sure that in the summer months, they were Miriam and Harold Rosenberg from Bensonhurst. And when it came time for my brother's bar mitzvah, Pedro and Olga came to our house for private lessons. So down in our finished basement, my parents danced together. My brother danced with Olga. And I danced those exotic merengues and rumbas with Pedro. Let me say, my brother is 6 years older than me. So I was a little 7-year-old, and Pedro was a tall man. I have a little problem that I want you all to know. It started at Arthur Murray's, it was several years ago. I used to have a career on my mind, but now that career is all behind me. Arthur Murray taught me dancing in a hurry. I had a week to spare. He taught me the groundwork, the walk around work, and told me to take it from there. I never knew that I could dance like this. It makes the men want to speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita. Mi casa. Su casa. Oh, baby, when I dance like this, it makes the men go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. And I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie. I'm just starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Can you see, baby, this is perfection. Oh boy. When I see you moving half animal, half man, I don't really know what I'm doing, but you seem to have a plan. My will and self-restraint have come to fail now. Fail now. You see, I'm doing what I can, but I can't. So, you know, it's a bit hard to explain. Oh, baby, when I dance like this, it makes the men go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body. Mambo! Shake your bonbons. Baby got back. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Read my hips. And I'm on tonight, you know my hips don't lie. I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the tension. Can't you see, baby, this is perfection. It's just another rumba that I heard only last September. I'm a wreck. Why did I have to succumb? Can you imagine anything dumber? Why did I have to succumb to that number? Ay, ay, ay! Let me go far away, somewhere they won't ever find me, and tomorrow won't remind me of today. And the city's finally sleeping, and the moon looks old and gray. I get on a train that's bound for Santa Fe. It's a beautiful song, but you know, I did just that. It's a common theme in a lot of cabaret shows about how someone left their hometown and followed their dreams and came to New York. But where do you go once you've been born here? In the mid-90s, I just couldn't figure out the next step forward. So I picked myself up and I moved to Santa Fe, a decision based solely on my memory of how beautiful it was. Blue skies, red earth, from a trip that I'd made there 20 years earlier. When I first got there, it was like being in the witness protection program. I lived in a furnished rental house. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any plans. But I spent 9 wonderful years there. I learned a lot about myself. I reconnected to some things I had let go of, and I found some new things that I loved. And I'm free like the wind, like I'm gonna live forever. It's a feeling time can never take away. And the moon's so big and yellow, it makes night turn into day. Dreams come true, yeah they do, in Santa Fe. Why does it think that gotta live or die here? Where does it say you just can't get a break? Why should you always take what you're given? Why should you spend your whole life living trapped where there ain't no future? Breaking your back for someone else's sake. If the life don't seem to suit you, how about a change of scene? Far from the noisy headlines and the deadlines in between. Santa Fe, my old friend, I can't spend my whole life dreaming, though I know that's all I seem inclined to do. I ain't getting any younger, and I need to start brand new. I need space and fresh air. Let them laugh in my face, I don't care. Save my place, I'll be there. Just be real is all I'm asking, not some painting in my head. 'Cause I'm dead if I can't count on you today. I got nothing if I ain't got Santa Fe. But now, I'm back. Thin is better. I've been out and I've been in. In is better. I have lost and I have won. Losing isn't any fun. Rain is fine, but when it's done, sun is better. I've been poor and I've been rich. Rich is better. Fancy or not a stitch, which is better? I've been healthy and in pain. Pain is reason to complain. Ask someone who's been insane. Sane is better. You and I is better. Think and you'll agree. Better than just you. Better than just me. All our days, what we called fun, was better. All our nights, every last one was better. Go improve on better, put it to the test. When you've convalesced, here's what I suggest. just had is better. I've been fire, I've been ice. I've been naughty, I've been nice. I've been naughty once or twice. Twice is better. You and I is better. It's a better tune. Better soon than late, but better now than soon. Life is short. What is today is better. Don't be long. Run the whole way. It's better. Darling, love is better. And I'm sure you guessed. Put it to the test. Feather every nest. Bring it all on home. And settle for the best. You know, I've always been obsessed with the fable of the ant and the grasshopper. You must remember it. Two friends spend the summer together in the same field. All day long, the ant is working away, storing up food and fuel for the winter, while the grasshopper just enjoys the beautiful summer days. When the winter comes, the ant has plenty of food and fuel stored up and is cozy in his warm home. One particularly cold night, there's a knock on his door. It's the grasshopper, asking for help because he had no food or fuel. "Aha," says the ant. "You could have prepared for this, but instead you whiled away your time in frivolous pursuits. How did that work out for you?" What a bitch. Although it sounds like an old therapist of mine. Anyway, I always thought of myself as an ant, except for the part about being a bitch. I was always working on some project and following up some new idea until about a year ago it dawned on me. I've been a grasshopper my whole life. Yeah, I was always working on things, but I was working on projects that I loved, following up things that I enjoyed, with not much thought given to turning it into anything practical. For example, I was pre-med in college, and just look where I am today. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it came as a jolt to find this out. I have to say that I probably approached relationships in that same grasshoppery kind of way. You know, I still think about dating and the yearning for a new relationship as the last bastion of hope left in the world, the last place where people hold out for their dream of true love and expect it to come true in the face of, well, let's just say reality. I didn't do well with the right type of men when I was younger, men that were destined to be doctors or lawyers or whatever my parents thought was appropriate. But I easily connected with those dreaded artsy types, men who were creative and adventurous and smart and funny. And how did that work out for me? Drinking and having a party. 2 doors down, they don't even know that I'm around. And here I am, crying my eyes out, feeling sorry, while they're having a party just 2 doors down. I think I'll dry these useless tears and get myself together. I think I'll wander down the hall and have a look around, 'cause I can't stay inside my lonely room and cry forever. I'd really rather join them 2 doors down. 2 doors down, they're laughing and drinking and having a party. 2 doors down. vision and laugh and try to come alive. Jump in the shower and my heart starts pumping. Down the hall the joint is jumping. And here I am, no longer crying, feeling sorry. We're having a party just 2 doors down. Got my eye on a boy, he's eyeing me back. It's looking real good, this could be it. And I know that all of you girls would like to steal him away. He bought me a drink, I thanked him real sweet. It's always so nice when you first meet. And I know that all of you women would like to steal him away. Bitches, building up an appetite. You can look but you can't bite. Better keep your hands off my potential new boyfriend. Pretty as a picture, coming on so strong. He's twisted my ignition key and turned my motor on. And anyone can see all his attentions on me. Give us some privacy. Better keep your hands off my, better keep your hands off my, better keep your hands off my potential new boyfriend. I can't believe I'm standing here dry-eyed, all smiles and talking, making conversation with this new love I have found. I ask him if he'd like to be alone, and we start walking down the hall to my place just 2 doors down. Leave us alone tonight, and if it don't work out right, he's all yours. Until then, 2 doors down, we're laughing and drinking and having a party. 2 doors down, we don't even know that they're around. 'Cause here we are, feeling everything but sorry. We're having our own party. 2 doors down, 2 doors down. We're laughing and drinking and having a party. 2 doors down, we don't even know that they're around. 'Cause here we are, feeling everything but sorry. We're having our own party. We're having our own party. We're having our own party. 2 doors down. Stop! Don't. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I just had to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. Or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Boy, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. Or if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I was a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning? All I can say is if I was a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would snap from the wonderful way that you look. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I was a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel now that we're fondly caressing? Pal, if I was a salad, I'd surely be splashing my dressing. Or if I was a season, I would be spring. Or if I was a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, dingity dingity dongity dongity ding dong, ding dong, ding. whom I could spend the rest of my life. I never believed in some charming prince or the man of my dreams. And since I never believed that any of that crap was true, imagine my surprise when I met you. I met you, and there's trumpets and bells and there's birds and words like rapture and joy. And boy, I couldn't believe it. But I always believed that sooner or later you'd somehow slip up and say something dumb, some thoughtless remark, and I'd suddenly pause, and you'd be nothing special, because I always believed that no one could be so good. Imagine my surprise when you could, and you did, and got better and better while I just stood by, falling deeper, and then again I couldn't believe it. But I woke up one morning and found my defenses, my well thought out, carefully chosen defenses, my ironclad, hard-boiled, insoluble walls had layer by layer by layer been melted away. And I still can't believe that I met a man with whom I could spend the rest of my life. I still can't believe that you're really gone, that the man of my dreams is gone. I still can't believe that it never occurred to me. I might not be the dream for you. Imagine my surprise. I want love, but it's impossible. A girl like me, so irresponsible. A girl like me is dead in places. Other girls feel liberated. I can't love shot full of holes. I don't feel nothing. I just feel cold. I don't feel nothing, just old scars tightening up around my heart. But I want love, just a different kind. I want love, don't break me down, don't build me up, don't fence me, and I want a love that don't mean a thing. That's the love I want. I want love. I want love on my own terms. After everything I've ever learned, me, I carry so much baggage. Oh man, I've seen so much traffic. But I want love, just a different kind. I want love, won't break me down, won't break me up, won't fence me, and I want a love that don't mean a thing. That's the love I want. I want love. So bring it on. I've been bruised. Don't want no love that's clean and smooth. I'm ready for the rough stuff. No sweet romance. I've had enough. Other girls feel liberated. But I want love, a different kind. Love, don't break me down, break me up, fence me, and I want a love that don't mean a thing. That's the love I want. I want love. In case you didn't hear me, I want love. I want love. I want love. besides time heals all wounds? Where do we turn for comfort? There's just so much I can say about the healing properties of chocolate chip cookies. So, where do we turn? Fortunately, it was the custom of upwardly mobile, first-generation Jewish families to go to Broadway shows. And remember, I'm old, so I saw most of the original cast versions of all those wonderful Rodgers and Hammerstein shows and the like. The golden age of Broadway was my childhood and teenage years. But it never in a million years entered my mind that a little girl from East Flatbush could be in a show, could get up on a stage and sing. Remember, Barbra Streisand is just a couple of years older than me, and she was dreaming her dreams in Flatbush at the same time as I. I didn't have her as my symbol of dreams come true until she was a big star and I was still singing show tunes in the shower. Later on in her curly hair megastar phase, people used to tell me that I looked like Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
Admittedly, my curly hair was longer, but I don't think we have to probe too deeply to understand why they said that. But in fact, hello. Would come up to me in the street and say, "Did anyone ever tell you look like Barbra Streisand?" Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Here. This was our girl back in the 80s. Oh. Hello, gorgeous. Whoops. Those were the days.
It's still gorgeous.
Thank you. In the 80s, I auditioned to be a singer with snappy patter at the Improv, which is a comedy club that was on 44th Street. It's a pizza joint now. I was accepted, and Silver, the woman who ran the club, took a liking to me. And she said to me, "Did anyone ever tell you you look like Barbra Streisand?" So I smiled. She said, "If I were you, I would capitalize on that and sing My Man." I smiled. But yikes! My musical director and I did everything we could to figure out how to soften the edges of that most misogynistic of songs. But every night when I would go to the Improv, Silver would say, "Are you going to sing it tonight?" Finally admitting to me that if she did a show, that's the song she would sing. And I thought, red alert, she is never going to let this go. So after a little while, I told her, I think I'm going to mostly concentrate on doing stand-up and not singing, which started a whole new phase of my life. Classic grasshopper. So Babs started in cabaret, and I'm ending up here. Ah, life. But ain't life grand? I love being able to come into this room and do a show for you and not have to sing My Man. Don't you feel it growing day by day? People getting ready for the news. Some are happy, some are sad. To make them smile, it's not hard to do if you know how. Gotta send a message, get it on through. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come, hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum, so come to the cabaret. Oh, sky. And the crowd kept getting bigger, listening for that happy sound, and you've got to let it fly. No use permitting some prophet of doom to wipe every smile away. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music all the time. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music. Whoa, whoa, listen to the music all the time. I love a I only wanted to have fun, learning to fly, learning to run. I let my heart decide the way when I was young. Deep down, I must have always known that it would be inevitable. To earn my stripes, I'd have to pay and bare my soul. I know I'm not the only one who regrets the things they've done. Sometimes I think it's only me who can't stand the reflection that they see. I wish I could live a little more, look up to the sky, not just the floor. I see my life go flashing by, and all I do is watch and cry. I miss the air, I miss my friends, I miss my mother, I miss the time when life was a party to be thrown. But that was a million years ago. When I walk down all of the streets where I grew up and found my feet, they can't look me in the eye. It's like they're afraid of me. I try to think of something to say, like a joke or a memory, but they don't recognize me now in the light of day. I know I'm not the only one who regrets the things they've done. Sometimes I think it's only me who never turned out what they thought they'd be. I wish I could live a little more, look up to the sky, not just the floor. I see my life go flashing by, and all I can do is watch and cry. I miss the air, I miss my friends, I miss my mother. I miss the time when life was a party to be thrown. But that was a million years ago. So I say to myself, you don't talk to yourselves?
I do.
So I said to myself, what's funny about a woman of a certain age, dressed in sequins, getting up on a stage and telling stories? And then I say to myself, what's not funny about that? You know, liars. I'm reminded of a therapist I used to have who, when I told him I was leaving him, said to me, "All right, but don't blame me if 20 years from now you're getting up in public and making a spectacle of yourself." Sounds like an aunt I used to know. I want to say to him, thanks for the a suggestion. Don't threaten me with a good time. So, what's great about getting older, other than the mere fact of getting older? By the time you're a middle-aged woman like me, this is what we call a callback in show business. By the time you get to be a middle-aged woman like me, it's expected that you've had a lot of big life experiences and come to some big life conclusions, and that you finally made it through the minefield of relationships along the way. Win some, lose some, maybe. Got a few good stories to tell, maybe. But mostly coming out of it knowing that you're still standing, still singing, and more in control of what happens to you. Yes, I'm wise, but its wisdom comes from pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I can wash out 44 pair of socks and have them hanging on the line. I can wash and starch 2 dozen shirts before you can count from 1 to 9. I can scoop out a great big dipper full of schmaltz from the drippings can, pour it in the skillet, go out and do my shopping, come back before it comes to an. Cause I am woman, hear me roar, the number's too big to ignore, and I've come too far to go back and pretend. Yes, I've heard it all before, and I've been down there on the floor, and no one's ever gonna keep me down again. I can run and scrub to this old house is shining like a dime. I can feed the baby, grease the car, and powder my nose at the same time. I can get all dressed up, go out and swing until 4 a.m. and then lay down at 5, get up at 6, and start all over again. Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. Hear me roar. Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. And God, I'm sore. You can bend but never break me, cause it only serves to make me determined to achieve my final goal. And I'll come back even stronger, not a novice any longer, cause you've deepened the commitment in my soul. Yes, I am wise, but its wisdom comes from pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing. I can hold my own hand. I can stretch a greenback dollar bill from here to kingdom come. I can play the numbers, pay my bills, and still come out with some. I got a $20 gold piece, says there's nothing I can't do. I can make a dress out of a field sack, and I can make a man out of you. 'Cause I'm a woman. W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. I am strong. I am invincible. Woman. W-O-M-A-N. Wow. Thank you. So, I am thankful to be a woman, and I am thankful to many people for helping me get this show together. First, I want to thank the people at Don't Tell Mama, the booking manager, Sydney Meyer, who is incredibly the king of cabaret, who was incredibly generous in letting us use the stage. Thank you. The fact that you heard me and saw me, and believe me, not without any difficulties, that's why we have wires today. But the magic of all this, Gian Di Constanzo. Thank you. your wait staff who's kept you drinking and eating. And I didn't hear a sound. I mean, very impressive job. Anyway, tonight we had Randy and Lee. Now, here's the thing. You can applaud for them. That's fine. But they would much rather you left them money. I mean, really. Now, it's a well-known fact that I believe that every human being should have their own personal band to follow them around wherever they go. There's nothing like having a band, and we happen to have one of the best. So please join me in thanking, on percussion, our heartbeat, Don Kelly. On bass, the masterful Matt Sharpglass. I wanted to be fancy with the show, so I have a backup singer. And fortunately, we have the magnificent Wendy Russell. Our musical director creates arrangements, gets the band together, does so much, but personally talks me down off a cliff when I am just like, what? Stephen Ray Watkins. And I would like to thank my director, who, here's what happens with the director. You come in, you say, I got a bunch of songs and a bunch of ideas, and I'd like to do this and I'd like to do that. And he says, okay, let's actually form it into a coherent series and make it make sense. And if you're lucky to have someone who has incredible sense of theater and performance and who pushes you to be the best or the most that you can be, I'm lucky. I have as my director, Lenny Watts. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. You were a wonderful audience, and you give this middle-aged woman a reason to go on. Thank you. I'm just going to get a sip. Oh, well, thank you. There's a lot of talking. Here we go. So nonchalant, and spend our nights so wonky fun. We dress our days in silken robes. The money comes, the money goes. We know it's all a passing phase.
Rodolitz.
Yes, there's one more song. I want to leave you with what we call my hit single. I remember when we broke up the first time, saying, "This is it, I've had enough." 'Cause like, we hadn't seen each other in a month when you said you needed space. Then you come around again and say, "Baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me." Remember how that lasted for a day. I say, "I hate you," we break up. You call me, "I love you." But ooh, we called it off again last night. And ooh, this time, I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. No, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. 'Cause we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Not ever. Picking fights and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right, and you would hide away to find some peace of mind with some indie record that's far cooler than mine. Fair. You called me up again last night, but this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. No, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me. 'Cause we are never, ever, ever getting back together. I used to think that we were forever, ever. And I used to say, never say never. So he calls me up, and he's like, "I still love you." And I'm like, it's exhausting. And like, we are never, ever getting back together. Not ever. No. We are never, ever, ever getting back together. We never together. We are never, never together. Oh, we are never, ever, ever. You go talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me, 'cause we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
One more time for Lynda Rodolitz. Thank you so much for joining us this evening at Don't Tell Mama.